Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Before we start, I'd ask you to leave a like to strengthen the community and, of course, watch the video to the end so you don't miss any important details. Let's go! Race for the Constructors' title. In the game, the fight for second place in the Constructors' standings promises to be an epic battle. Every point earned at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix not only reflects the weekend's performance, but also determines the final outcome of a season full of ups and downs. Lewis Hamilton, while not worried about chasing Sergio Perez for second place in the driver's standings, expresses particular pride in fighting for second place for the team. His words to Channel 4 highlight the symbolic importance of this position, representing not only recovery after 2 difficult years, but also the tireless dedication of everyone at the factory. Scuderia Ferrari, led by Carlos Sainz and Fernando Alonso, is intensifying the Spanish competition. Both drivers are tied on 200 points each, not only fighting for 4th place in the driver's standings, but also contributing significantly to Ferrari's aspirations in the Constructors' Championship. The icing on the Spanish cake is at stake, making every overtake, every strategy, and every point even more crucial. This race is not only about the present, but also about the future of the teams. Consistency throughout the season, overcoming challenges, and the pursuit of second best make this bat. Dedication and the burning desire to excel in the midst of a season full of twists and turns. The fight for 7th place in the Constructors' Championship adds an extra layer of tension. Williams, in search of their best finish in 6 years, faced AlphaTauri in a battle for the prestigious 7th place. Every point in this table has significant financial implications, with millions of dollars in prize money at stake. The stage of this battle is not only about the final position of the season, but also about the financial impact and prestige associated with a higher ranking. Battle for best of the rest. The competition for the Formula One title in Abu Dhabi isn't just limited to the duel between the leaders. While Max Verstappen dominates the scene, a fierce struggle emerges in the shadows in the form of the battle for the title of best of the rest. If we were to imagine a scenario in which Red Bull were not in contention for the title, Lewis Hamilton would be on the verge of taking the crown, leading with a significant 20-point advantage over second-placed Fernando Alonso. However, the reality is different, and the fight for second place in the Constructors' standings between Mercedes and Ferrari is about to reach its climax. In an impressive turnaround, Scuderia Ferrari closed the gap to a mere 4 points last weekend. What makes this race so captivating is the promise of an evenly matched duel between 2 of Formula One's most renowned teams. Mercedes, an established powerhouse, and Ferrari, with its glorious history, are facing off not only for positions in the standings, but also for prestige and pride. Second place in the Constructors' standings has become a showcase for the resilience and hard work of both teams throughout the season. Lewis Hamilton, although not chasing Sergio Perez for second place in the driver's standings, demonstrates a keen sense of purpose as he seeks to secure second place for the team. His words reflect not only the mentality of a champion, but also the collective dedication that has driven Mercedes forward. After 2 challenging years, the fight for second place is more than a quest for points. It is an affirmation of perseverance and a tribute to the team's tireless dedication. Scuderia Ferrari, led by Carlos Sainz and Fernando Alonso, are not only interested in their position in the standings, but also in asserting their resurgence. The internal rivalry between the Spanish drivers, both on 200 points, adds a layer of intrigue to the competition. It's not just about numbers. It's about Spanish pride, with the prospect of determining which of the 2 will be chosen the most outstanding driver of the season. As we dive into this duel for best of the rest, we find not just a race for points, but a narrative rich in subtext and meaning. The teams are not just seeking positions, but shaping their legacy, demonstrating resilience in the face of challenges and aspiring to the prestige that comes with second place. As we approach the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, this battle for best of the rest promises to be a key part of the exciting plot that has been the Formula One season. Spanish pride at stake. The plot of Formula One this season is unfolding in a unique way with the intense rivalry between 2 Spanish icons, Carlos Sainz and Fernando Alonso. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is not just the conclusion of a season, but the stage for a confrontation that transcends pure competition. Both drivers, representing Spain masterfully, are tied on 200 points each, giving rise to a fierce battle for 4th place in the drivers' standings. The significance of this rivalry lies not just in the quest for positions in the standings, but in the quest for national supremacy. Sainz and Alonso are not just teammates. They are two of the most prominent Spanish drivers in recent Formula One history. The race is not just a contest for points, but a symbolic fight to determine who will be considered the pride of Spain at the end of the season. Scuderia Ferrari, with two of its drivers in contention, sees this battle as an opportunity to consolidate its resurgence. Carlos Sainz, showing consistency and determination throughout the season, is looking to affirm his place not only as the best Spanish driver in the team, but also as a top contender at world level. Fernando Alonso, with his experience and impressive record, will not accept defeat easily. His return to Formula One, especially alongside a compatriot, adds a unique flavor to the rivalry. Not only is he aiming to overtake Sainz in the standings, but also to solidify his place as one of the best Spanish drivers in history. What makes this race so enthralling is its unpredictability. Both drivers have shown exceptional performance, and the battle seems far from decided. Every corner in Abu Dhabi carries the weight of Spanish history and pride, turning this race into something more than just a fight for positions. As Sainz and Alonso speed around the track, they carry with them not only the responsibility of their teams, but also the representation of a nation that is passionate about motorsport. The Spanish rivalry is not just about the present, but about how these drivers will be remembered in the annals of Formula One and in the memory of their compatriots. Spain's pride is at stake, and the world is watching every corner. Overtake and strategy that sets the stage for this thrilling contest at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Battle of the P7 Constructors, a detailed analysis of the financial implications. In the dynamic landscape of the Formula One Constructors' Championship, the battle for 7th place is shaping up to be a financial and sporting saga. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is not just the conclusion of a season, but the climax of a fierce competition between teams seeking not only position in the standings, but also a significant financial impact. Williams, eager to recapture its former glory, is in a prime position to claim 7th place in the Constructors' Championship. The team's remarkable recent performance and the consistent performances of its drivers have put them at an advantage, with a 7-point margin over AlphaTauri. What makes this battle so crucial are the substantial financial implications associated with each position in the table. Every place Williams wins represents millions in prize money, a vital injection for a team looking to revitalize its presence in the category. The AlphaTauri team, meanwhile, is determined not to give in easily. With a season full of surprises and challenges, they are ready to seize the last opportunity in Abu Dhabi to overtake Williams. The 7-point gap, while challenging, is far from insurmountable, especially in a race where unpredictability is a constant. Alfa Romeo and Haas, separated by just 4 points in the battle for last place, added an extra layer of drama. Every overtake, every strategy, and every point has significant ramifications not only for the current season, but also for the future of the teams involved. Williams, if it manages to maintain its 7th place, will celebrate its best position on the grid in 6 years, an important milestone in its journey to recovery. For AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo and Haas, the last race of the year is an opportunity to redefine their status in the Formula One standings. Last chance to impress for Logan Sargeant, decisive moment. As the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix looms, all eyes are on Logan Sargeant as he faces his last chance to make a confident impression and secure a seat for the 2024 season. His remarkable qualification as the best P6 of his career at Las Vegas in the last race not only raised his hopes, but also increased the expectation surrounding his performance in the final race of the year. Throughout this season, Sargeant has defied challenges and, in many races and sprints, found himself outclassed. However, his tenacity and determination have captured the attention of observers and critics alike, making him a central figure in the conversation about the driver's fates next season. James Vowles, steadfast in his defense of the American rookie throughout the season, is watching closely as Sargeant seeks to avoid an empty-handed end to the season. The rivalry between the drivers and the intense competition for seats in Formula One add extra pressure to this last chance. Sargeant isn't just competing against the other drivers on the grid, he's competing against time and expectations. The fact that he has been outclassed in every race and sprint this season has not diminished his determination to prove that he is the right driver for Williams. The internal competition within the team is intense, with other unemployed drivers knocking on the door, eager to secure a place in the 2024 series. The last race of the year is therefore a crucial moment for Sargeant. He's not just looking to avoid a whitewash, but to demonstrate that he has the skills, mindset, and resilience to compete at the highest level of Formula One. An exceptional performance in Abu Dhabi will not only ensure that he remains in the conversation about future contracts, but will also solidify his position as a talented and promising driver. And so we come to the end of our detailed dive into the main points of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The teams and drivers are ready for one last dance on the track, looking to win important positions, constructors' titles, and, of course, leave a mark on this historic Formula One season. Don't forget to like it, share it with your friends, and comment on your expectations for the Grand Prix. We're looking forward to seeing how this exciting season wraps up in Abu Dhabi. Stay tuned.